receiving a lot of messages from person regards the Proxy I use. Alright, some persons also message me for Proxy. And so today I decided to make a video to show you the best Proxy or the Proxy I've been using to get a better result. You and I know that sites like Atapo needs you to get a good Proxy, right? Needs you to get not just Proxy, a static Proxy. Now let's say you purchase a cloud phone and you want to use it for Atapo, for example. You cannot use maybe a random residential Proxy. Understand? You cannot use Proxy that will be changing IP. You can't use a Proxy that is changing IP. You need a static Proxy. Some of these static Proxy are very expensive. If you want to buy it from somebody, that a vendor, you want to buy it from a vendor, right? Maybe a coach or some other persons. Maybe you message them, or you are aware that they sell Proxy, right? And you message them for this, and they give you the price. You tell you, okay, Proxy is 20,000, static Proxy is 25,000, or is in dollars. They you $20, $22, $23, right? And you wouldn't want to risk that, right? Some persons have been even scammed as a result of what? Getting this Proxy. You want to get this static Proxy, but you are still scam. At the end of what at the end of the day, you don't get what you need. So I now decided to make a video so that at least you learn how to do this thing, how to purchase this Proxy and start. So the best Proxy is what I'm going to teach you. This is the Proxy some of these coach or so many coaches are using to get these results. So you wouldn't want to be left out. You want to be getting results, not buying Proxy and you are not getting results. You are trying the site, they are still telling you, they are banning your account. They keep on banning your account, and you wouldn't want to get banned. You can still buy other prices that are lower prices, ranging from dollars, all right, ranging from $1 upward, right? You know that the minimum funding for this account is usually within $5. So you can fund the account with a minimum of what? $5, and then you get started. So if you have been struggling to get a static Proxy, or you have been struggling to get a site you can get a good Proxy, then this video is for you. So let's get started.
So once you click on the link I will be dropping on my description video, this is where you will get this interface, or you can also get the app, or you search for the site. Understand? Just follow the link on the description of the video so that you don't get the wrong site. So you can see that the Proxy are very affordable, ranging from 0.9 to whichever amount you need it for. Now you can click here, you select whichever country you want. Understand? So many of us here are into UK site or UK site, so you can select England. So you see England, select England, then select the numbers of Proxy you want, as in the quantity. If you are buying it for somebody, as I said earlier, you can also retail, you can resell it. So if you are, maybe somebody meet you for Proxy, maybe there are 5, there are 6, depending on the numbers of persons that meet you for Proxy, you can put it there. How many do you want? Let's say you need 6 Proxy. Understand? You can, that's 6 Proxy for 1 week is $5.4. Understand? $5.4 to buy 6 Proxy. So some person will just say, okay, I need 1 week subscription. Understand? If it's monthly for 1 month, which is $10 for that 6 person. But if you are the only one, you can just put just yourself one quantity, which is just $1.8 a month. But this is not a residential Proxy, so you could want to get a residential Proxy. Now, a residential Proxy, you should know that residential Proxy will serve you more, and that is what we are up to. Understand? Now let's say you want residential Proxy. For example, this is a static Proxy, remember, and most of the site, as I said earlier, requires a static Proxy, and this is what many of these persons are using and getting better results. And you want to get better results, you don't want to be touring online and not getting results. So for a residential Proxy, you can see that you can get 1 gigabyte and get 10 gig, and even if you are getting 3 gig, it will serve you depending on how long you take. But if you want to be very serious with survey, I will advise you take from 10 gig and above. I remember one of my Proxy that I was using, I usually saw that kind of 20-25 gig. You understand? The other Proxy I was using before, so that one. But if you want, depending on your strength and how frequent you're online, you can try yourself. You can try yourself with, understand, you can try yourself with 3 gig, you can try yourself with what, 2 gig, you can try yourself with 5 gig. So now the prices here are what, they range, their ranges. Now the prices here are such that you can afford them depending on what your budget, understand. So it's not something that will cut your neck. It's not something that you now meet an agent, or you meet a vendor and you now tell you, okay, this is the price and you must pay that price. What if you don't have the money at hand? So you can just buy, so you don't have any excuse. There's nothing that is restraining you, so you can choose whichever package you want, whether 1 gig, whether 3 gig, and so on and so forth. Now you remember this same static proxy that all these top persons are using to get good results, and they will tell you when you want to meet them, as I said earlier in the video, that they will now tell you to pay what, 25,000, 20,000, depending on the person you are buying it from. So you see that our proxy here are what, minimum of what, from $0.9 to what, whichever amount, and the residential proxy starts from what, $3. Residential proxy start from $3, so you can get it for yourself for $3 there. Depending on your currency, you can convert it and you see for yourself. So once you have already selected the package you want, let's say you choose your residential proxy or whichever one you want. With that being said, let's say we have selected our gig and then we will want to give a try. Then the next thing you want to do is you have selected a gig. The next thing you want to do is what, to click on buy proxy. You click on your buy proxy, you select the payment method. You can pay with crypto, right? So if you don't know how to pay with crypto, and then I'm going to show us in this video, right? So this is it. Now you have selected your USD, but if you still don't, you are having challenge, you can still DM me. I will still help you in making your payment, which is very easy. So if you are having challenge in making payment using crypto, you can DM me. I will definitely do justice to that. But without wasting much time, I'll still show us how to go about it here. Now once you have selected your method of payment or payment method, we have Visa or MasterCard, that is dollar. If you have your pounds, you have PayPal, you can use it. To save yourself that stress, you will want to use crypto, right? So you click on crypto. For me, I use crypto. So you click on crypto, you put your email to sign up. Put your email. So once you put your email, then come to this place that they say have a coupon. Now you click on the coupon and input my promo code FLAMS15. This is my promo code. You use it to get a discount. You see the discounts here. You're now paying what, $2.97 instead of 3.5. So that is a discount rate. So once you use my promo code, you are going to get a discount. So instead of paying 3.5, you are going to pay $2.97. So once you do that, you click on what, stick all this one and click on submit. So don't forget to use my promo code to get the discounts. So once you get that, you put that, instead of paying that, you see you'll be paying this. So then click on submit. If you are having challenge, if you don't know how to fund the account and you really want to purchase, you are having challenge, you can DM me. I will assist you for that. I'll help you in funding your account. So if you need to fund your account, you can DM me and then I'll do justice with that, to that. So once you are done, click on what, select network. Remember, we are paying with USDT. Now I will recommend you use Binance, this one, pay with Binance BSC. So this is it. So you click on that one. Remember, it's BSC. Then for us to get our address, you proceed with the payment. Click on payment, you proceed with the payment. Now this is it. So we have this interface. So next thing you want to do is head over to whichever wallet you are using. I am using Bybit, so I'll go to Bybit. Over to Bybit. So while it open, now this is it. So we are presented with this interface. The next thing you want to do is to click on assets. Click on your asset using Bybit. If you are not using Bybit, you are using other ones, you just click on withdraw. Some other crypto wallets, you just see a withdraw. So click on withdraw. It's the same format, just different interface. So you see withdraw here. So click on withdraw. Depending on your wallet, some wallets, once you open, you see interface like this. You see deposit, withdraw, transfer, convert. Depending on the wallet you are using. On your withdrawal, and select your withdrawal method. Now we have P2P, have sell for Naira, but we are working with crypto, right? So you will want to click on the crypto withdrawal. So click on your crypto withdrawal, and then the next thing is to click on the USD. Since USD is on chain, we are making the payment on chain. So you tap on chain, and then the address you copied, paste it here. You paste your address there, make sure it's correct, and then network, remember we use BSC. So the network we selected before was BSC. This is it, and you see the fee there 0.2.
So I want to add to this Binance or BSC. Now, depending on the platform you are using. For example, now if you are using Binance to deposit, as in to fund your account, you might not even pay for fees. If you are using Binance to fund your account, you might not pay for fees. So because it's Binance to Binance, I think you might not pay for any fee. But the truth is, using Binance itself, if you are using Binance to transfer BSC, you might not pay for any fees because you are transferring through the same chain, so you will not pay for any fee. So that is just what I will want to clarify here. And so I know say, this thing is very expensive. If you want to buy, maybe you want the $3 to come to your account, you have Binance, you can sign up for Binance and fund your account. This is just for educational purpose and just to only aid you in order to understand how to fund your account. So you can still fund your account using Binance or any of the wallets. Is the same procedure.
Click on that one because that's what we selected. So make sure what you select here should be what is available in the site, so that you don't end up losing your money, right? So you have to be very careful. So without waste of time, I don't want the video to be too long. So once you have already input your web address, that is the address for the chain or the chain address, then you select your network, which you have done. The next thing is you put in the amount. Make sure the amount you are selecting should be the same amount that is on the website. That is, if it's 299, that is 2.99, that is for that very product you want to buy, or for that very package, you are going to put 2.99 here, and then you select your funding account. Right after you have put in the amount, the next thing is select the funding account. Then after that, then you can now click on withdraw. Immediately you click on withdraw, the account will be funded automatically. So that is just all. So it's very simple and very easy. But if you have challenge or you need my assistance, you can always DM. Understand? If you also have a question, you can still comment leave it on the comment section. I will attend to it. Understand? So thank you for sticking to the end of the video, and also don't forget to subscribe and also turn on the notification button, as I will also do justice to this video by also making another video on how to fund your account, or also on how to buy the proxy using your crypto wallet, or depending on the questions I'll be having on the comment section, I'll use it to prepare the next video on this very proxy. So thank you once again everyone for watching and sticking to the end of the video.